Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today, this is another request. As you guys know, I'm a mixed media artist, and watercolor is not my forte. There are so many wonderful YouTube artists, or watercolor artists on YouTube that you can definitely learn from. However, a few of you have requested for me to do some watercolor because you like the fact that I am a quote unquote beginner. I don't even call myself a beginner. I'm a horrible person when I start watercolor. But you guys were curious on what, how the paints work and that kind of thing. So I thought that I always like, maybe I'm the only one. Sometimes when I watch videos, and it could be on anything, it could be painting, knitting, sewing, whatever, something that maybe I'm not maybe exactly perfect in or imperfect in. Um, I'm like, yes, I can do it. And then I put it to paper and it never works. Even though in my head, if I sit down, even with my mixed media, and I have an idea in my head of how it's going to go, um, yeah, I start and it never ends up that way. So I figured, why not? Let's just play. So if you have any type of watercolor, meaning Crayola watercolor, which is fine. You can use a watercolor pencil if you want and make yourself like a little palette with them. Just draw on some paper, wax paper, whatever that you can scribble on there and add some water and pick that paint up. This is the Kuretake, I believe it's called, that I love. However, my daughter has been using it and she hit pan, which breaks my heart. But she loves it, and that's one of the things that is inspiring me today. And I have some watercolor paper, and I still have it on the pad. You can tape it down if you want, or you can not do anything to it. It buckles. I don't know if I still have my paper. Yeah, it's a Strathmore watercolor paper, cold press, 12 sheets in 140 pounds, whatever that means. I think the pounds means like how sturdy it is and how quick it'll curl. I don't know. So yeah, and I have some water, which is kind of cloudy because I put my things in it. Um, and I think they say you should use clear water, but because I'm lazy and I don't feel like going and getting clear water, and look, I'm not a watercolor artist. We're just playing. This is where we're gonna be. And if you found me by chance and you want to see what else I can do with my mixed media and everything else I do on my channel, I upload 5 to 6 times a week. You can click the subscribe button down below to subscribe, and the bell next to it will notify you when I upload. Uh, when I upload 5 to 6 times a week. And this is just one of the fun things that we do. Okay, and as always, leave me a thumbs up if you enjoy my videos. It lets me know that you guys enjoy my videos, and leave comments. I read all of them. Sometimes I don't get to reply as quickly as I want to, but yes, please, I read all of them and I love them. And let me know what you guys think of this video. Let's go. Okay, so this is just a square piece of paper, and make this be, whether it's your art journal page, ATC card, whatever it is, canvas, you know, I'm not getting into the grounds and stuff like that you can use like the watercolor ground. However, what I did do on here is I covered it with Mod Podge matte, and that is because I want to see what that does. I'm not quite sure. I think when you use watercolor paper, you don't have to put anything down. Let me know down below if that's the case. However, that's what I did. I put Mod Podge matte down, let it fully dry, and let's go. Now, one of the things I love and I use a lot are hearts. So I'm going to take a paintbrush. This is a round paintbrush, and it's wet. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to like go down here and I'm going to do a heart. Now, I don't know. This is not going to absorb in as if it was plain watercolor paper without the Mod Podge because it kind of seals it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And so that's where I'm going to put my heart at. And I'm going to I squirted this with some water. I have my wet brush. I'm going to go in with the lightest red, which that's orange. So I think I'll stick over here, which is like a red orange. And I'm just taking a little bit and I'm going to like tap it down and kind of let it run its course in a sense. See how I'm just kind of tap it there, let it run. A little bit more. Because I really want to do out here, but I don't know. We'll see. Now here's the thing. If you're using printer paper, I'll wet my brush a little more. If you're using printer paper, maybe you don't have any other kind of paper, and printer paper, go for it. I'm all about you painting and not worrying too much about supplies. You can definitely use, like I said, printer paper, mixed media paper, whatever you have, but just play. I like to do hearts. That's just my go-to when I'm practicing something, but maybe you like circles or flower or something. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna make my brush really wet here on the tip. I gotta figure out a way to lift up that delicious paint. I just want to run this. See, this isn't wet enough for me, so I'm gonna squirt it a little bit. And you see how that runs? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna and I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I just want to leave it dry and see how it dries, what color, if it's darker, if it gets lighter, I'm not sure. But what I want to do next is I'm gonna rinse my brush, and I want to work out here with colors. So I'm gonna just squirt water. And I know you don't want it too wet. And I'm not worrying if I hit that because I want that to run. Do you see that? Maybe if I lift it up, you'll be able to see it better. See how it's kind of like running and like sprouting out a little bit? Ooh, I want that down. Oh, look, 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 look. Okay. All right. So now what I want to do is a little bit more. See, I dig that. That's my kind of thing. I'm going to go in. What other brushes do I have? Because I'm not really going into paint. You know what I'm saying? I'm going into drip. So the colors, let's see, I want to pull this down. Oh, this is why I don't do this stuff. All right, dry now. Okay, I'm going to go for some light colors here, and I'm going to go in for some green. Just some green paint. And I just want to lay it in pieces, like, so it kind of runs. Oh, God, I am like the constant earache person anymore. I get better, and then like all the fluid goes in my ears. I don't know why. Maybe because it's 75 degrees and then it's going to be 50 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? All right, I'm just going to kind of go and lay my brush down. I'm thinking I need more water to make it run, or maybe do I need to, I know I don't want to saturate it too much, but it's not running how I want it. And again, I'm not like a watercolor person, so I'm not real sure. I'm just kind of playing to see what it does. I am going to go and pick up some yellow here with the green and like tap it in, kind of tap it in just so it mixes a little. I don't want it too mixed because it'll turn brown and yucky. And then, because you know, yucky is a very good term when you're painting. I know, it looks insane, right? Yep. Some light blue. I think these might need, I know you guys can't see these, and I'll show you. I think they need more water on them too. That's all. I don't want to, I'm going to go into the light blue here. Which is like a grayish blue. Just dawning. And I wonder if I took my paintbrush and went in, although this, I'm really digging this. I wonder if I went in and took some of that red away. Could I lift some of that out to give it more texture? All right, I'm going to leave it like that right for now. And then what colors do I want? What if I take some of this dark red and mix it up here? Oh, that's a dark blood red. That's nice. Okay, now we're gonna run. See that up there? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just that mixture. Now, here's my question. Oh my God, I love that. My question is, if this dries, I guess I'm gonna have to try it. If this dries, can I layer on top, even though I know it reactivates? But I wonder if I could do, like on the lighter stuff, if I could do even darker stuff on it. I don't know. But I'm digging this dark color. So I think I'm gonna go kind of paint a hard heart. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily want this to run too much. Because I like what it's done. But I kind of want you to know it's a heart kind of thing. And like I said, the great thing is I can lighten this or darken this if I want. Yeah, okay. What other colors? And you know what? Let me tell you something. If you're doing anything like this, if you're practicing, and whether you're using, okay, I need to get some of this wet out of here. This is way too wet. So I'm just putting my brush in there and rolling it a bit. And then I'm going to dab it off because we like to dab. You know it. Oh, look at that. Look what dabbing does. Dabbing for Angie. All right, here we go. I'm just rolling it back and forth. I just want that extra fluid. That's not the right word. Extra water, paint, whatever. Fluid. Ugh. Doesn't sound good. That's like what I got in my ear, fluid. And I'm just rolling it. Now I can always go over here and roll. I can see my paper's buckling a little bit. Now it's still attached to the watercolor tablet, so, but it is buckling a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And I can see I have drops of water, so I'm going to mix and pick up. And it's going to give me like a rusty brown color. I'm okay with that. Get some of this blue. Just kind of drag it. Too much right there. Pick it up. Ooh, fun. Fun, fun, fun. I like the picking up. I wonder if that's an OCD kind of thing for me. I enjoy this. Picking it up and... Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. All right, enough of the fun. Okay, so let's go in for a darker blue. Like this color. Let's see what you do here. So I dipped it. I'm going to dip it a little bit in there. I'm going to go down here. And this, it looks like a bluish green. Like, oh, look at that. Okay. We'll do it up here. La 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 la. Okay. There we go. I'm taking it all the way down, and then I'm going to spray it. Yep. After I just picked up all that water, I'm going to spray it. Maybe pull it this way a little bit. I kind of want it to come down this way. I think I'm going to have it run. I'm digging the running. Which you can do this with acrylic paints too, so it's not like I'm coming up with anything spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna wet my brush again. Let me try. I'm gonna try this this one, which is the flat. I think it's called a shader brush, right? I don't know what that's called. All right, let me try a different color. Don't I have one here yet? I don't want to mix white yet. I kind of got green. I don't have orange. I'm going to hit the orange up here and see over here a little bit what this does, because I see this is wet. Now if I go and lay petals down with this, right, which is not my goal. I mean, I want spreading. Yeah, it's going to blow it out. All right, too much. That's all right. Oh, and if you have a straw, you can do that. So essentially I'm making a background. I guess that's the better way to put it. And I'm going to pick some of that up. All right, I'm going to just lay some of this down. I do think the Mod Podge, some of this up, did stop this from absorbing. And I'm going to use a little part of the back page to see, because you can see like some of the stroke marks. Now I'm not hating it. And I'm wondering if it dries. I'm just going to take this in here. If it dries, if I can work on top of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, orange wasn't the best, and it's reacting to the Mod Podge for some reason. The other stuff wasn't. So you can see I'm just going to kind of go in and tap some of these areas a little bit where it needs more color. Because that's essentially what I'm doing here. And I need to bring some of these colors. Some more water over here. Let's see. Okay. Maybe some down there. And then I'll wet my brush. Yeah, see that Mod Podge is reacting to this orange. That is weird. I don't know. But that's okay, because we're going to just keep playing. But you see how it's becoming like a background? So, although technically you can do watercolor over acrylic. Matter of fact, you know what? While this is doing this, I'm going to take, let's do a light color. We'll do a little yellow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paintbrush. Oh, I forgot to rinse the paintbrush. Oh, he's gone. All right, I'll leave that there. What are you? I know I can't be the only one who does that once in a while. All right, I'm just going to take some yellow paint and lift this up. I'm going to paint just a little of it right on here so I can show you how it will, how we can get watercolor over it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, wonder if. Ooh, see, I love this yellow green. Okay. I'm going back in with this thing, the round, because I really like it. Come on. And I'm going to go in with, I'm really digging that yellow green. I don't know why. It's doing it for me. So I'm going to go in here. Needs to have more water, but I'm just going to lay it right now. Laying it down. I'll wet my brush again. And if I wasn't lazy, I'd go change my water because it needs change. Going in with some more green around these areas. You can see haphazardly. It's not anything, but see, I can see down here too, it's doing a little bit of the Mod Podge, which is fine. It's just going to add texture. But we'll play and see. And I'm going to bring some of this green up here. All right, I'm going to try something. All right, so I have this area. Maybe it would be better if I do it here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray over here because it's more solid. And I'm going to leave it run this way. look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I like that. So I want this to be a little darker in here before I do this next thing. So I'm gonna take some more green. I'm gonna go a little darker and lay it. Now this might make everything a little more muddy. Maybe we should stick with the light green. Yeah, just kind of pull it around. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm gonna take this right here. It's sitting here. And what I want to do is I want to pull up some of the color to make dots. But I'm wondering if I need even a darker, like, you know, this darker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little wetter, maybe pulled a little more. Oh, I don't know. I know I need this up here, so I'm going to pull. I want to get paint everywhere. It's starting to buckle, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all this. I'm okay with this bleeding out like this. That's a hard word to say. Not the right word to say, but that's what I say. All right. So I'm going to go in. This is dry. And let me see if I can, if it'll pull up. No. Nope. It's not pulling up what I want. No. Maybe it needs to be wetter. I don't want to have to go back 6 times. That's not as fun as I had in my head. What do you guys think? That's not as fun as it was in my head. All right. Now I'm just going to go and it's not doing what I want it to do. Come on, I just wanted to have fun with dots. It's not working. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dry this. I'm going to leave it run a little bit because there is a lot of water pooling right there. I'll leave it run down too. I tell you what, I'm not hating. I will tell you what I'm hating on in a minute. You can see it running down where it's mixing where the, that's all right though. I'm not hating on the background. And I do have a couple solutions of how we can make this kind of not lift. And maybe I'll do that in another video this week coming up because I have to get a couple of things from downstairs. But sorry, that was my dog. I'm just going to tap this to get some of these darker brownie spots off. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of it, but I don't want so much of it. So I want to see if I can dry this. And this is a great, like I said, this is a really good, you know, start of a background. And you can do this with acrylic as well. Now, like I said, if you can see here, and I'll lift it up once this is dry to show you. And look, this is just fun for me to do. I'm just trying to talk. That's why I guess I'm not really talkative, but I'm just trying to talk through this in my head so I can figure out what I want to do next, because this is new. This is not anything I do daily. You know, I play with acrylics. I can make acrylics look like watercolor in a minute. There's so many wonderful products out there that help that. So I want to, you know, I want to kind of see here. And then I want to make sure my yellow's dry because we're going to do that, which it is. Okay. This is where it's kind of a little more wet than I want it. So I'm just going to go in with a paper towel and kind of just dab it like this. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to leave this sit for a minute. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to rip it off and leave it sit here, and then I will do it once we're done with this. So I have this, and this is just the yellow acrylic paint. It's completely dry. So I'm going to take my favorite Martha Stewart round brush. I don't use watercolor brushes, but all right, so I have it, and I'm going to do a different color over that. And I think I'm going to do, because red and yellow make orange. So I'm going to take red. Just going to take a little bit of red on my brush, and I'm going to wet it a little bit, and let's go over this. Now I'm looking, oh gosh, I'm looking at, okay, how nice this color is going on here. Now it did go nice on here, but I think real quick, what I'm going to do is just play with some of these colors on the regular watercolor paper, just real quick right here, and see if I'm going to get more of my, oh my goodness. Yeah, looks like I'm going to get a little bit better. So maybe I didn't even have to put that. Nope. Look at that. It's a whole other video, isn't it? That's a whole other video. All right. Okay. I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating. I'm not going to hate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video, and I'm going to do it with this. So then you see both, and then you get, because, you know, there's different looks for different things. So what I'm going to do, now you can see how it paints over, and you still see that yellow, and we can even go in and paint a heart or whatever. And then I can go in with just water and lift, dry my brush, lift, dry my brush, got a lot of water in there, lots of cute, and lift it up. So I get too excited, I can make both videos now and I won't care. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Instead of starting over, why don't we just play with this? So I'm going to just do, I know I have water down here and it's dry up there, so I want to see like what we're doing here. How it's going to run. Yeah, look at that running. Look at that already. I didn't even squirt it. That's what she said. Let me rub some. It's going to need some more water on it, I think. Let's just do, I could use all the mixed media paper in the world. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to run it. Now what I'm going to do is take this, look, this heart off the yellow. Let's leave it run. Let's leave it run. Now Mod Podge is essentially acrylic, like an acrylic plastic, right? So that is what I put on top of the watercolor paper that I used prior. Now, I wanted to do it to see if it grabbed that watercolor and left it more permanent than this. But this look is what I'm digging. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go in and just wet my brush and pull it, because I want to see what it does. It's going up here. I'm just pulling it in. Let me tell you this. Two things. Number one, go on Netflix and watch, what's it called? It's called, oh, how am I telling you what to watch? I gotta tell you, because I just told my sister. Wait a minute. I have it on my phone. It is called Cold Justice. And It is so good. They're individual cases, and these two women are the investigators, and they are awesome. And it's called Cold Justice. Go on there, and then when you're done watching it on the Netflix, you can go on your search on your TV, like your DVR, you know, where you search and all, and find the other seasons. It is so good. That's number one. Number two, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me just get these. I'm gonna suck some of this water up and just leave some, just like I'm sponging it. You know what I mean? And just drag. You get really cool looks. And look, we have this here, and do you see how, look at this, how it just pulls around it, and it just gives us a really cool look. So imagine doing, oh my goodness, I got an art journal thing that I'm going to be doing, but now because I just love this, but to do it everywhere, that's what I'm going to do next. Okay. Not in this video, I will not bore you, but I will do it in an art journal. And play around with it. Why not? And again, you could be doing this with your Crayola kit. Doesn't matter. Go to Michael's and use your coupon and get one for $3. You will have a blast. All right. I don't want to use browns or blacks because what if I use this minty green? Which I don't know, it might be too much. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add it in places. Let my brush the littlest and drag it. Okay. I'll tell you the other thing in a minute. It's hard because it's hard to do this for my channel because sometimes, and I like to do it for, you know, if 3 people want me to do something some way, it doesn't bother me doing it for those 3 if 300 don't want it. But it's hard to keep even because some people don't want me to vlog when I'm doing art. They rather just see what I'm doing. And then other people want me to, it's like, it gets so confusing sometimes on what to do. And I try to, I mean, this is me. I love talking and I love doing this, but y'all know it gets very hard. That's what she said. All right, I think I'm gonna go for some of this gold yellow. And kind of, oh, that's beautiful. And kind of just lay it. And you can see the paper is definitely wetter here. But I just want to lay this. A little more water. Yeah. I'm liking the yellow. I think I need a little bit up here before I, oh yeah. Oh. All right, before I squirt. I enjoy that. Okay. Now I wonder if I did this, if it would work. No. I was so excited. I was like, is it going to work? Nope. Is it going to work here? Nope. Is it going to work here? Nope. Okay. We're done with that. So let's run. Run like the wind. Go this way, go that way. Right now I'm just trying to cover the paper. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, I really am digging this. I don't have, do I have a darker color? What if we use a little of the magenta? I'm going to use some magenta here. Just in a little, not important with the shape because we're going to be wetting it. I'm going to go in. I'm going to mix it and have it run as well. And it is running. But I wonder, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Like I want that strong. Okay, what I'm going to do now is squirt it. kind of have it drip this way. Oh, yeah. And look, you know, have paper underneath here that when it drips, you can catch it and start using it as another paper. Like for instance, I have my, like if I had this sitting here, even though it's my stencil paper, but you can see it's going to drip and you're going to get these colors to start to make, you know, another mixed media paper. And you can see it dripping. Now I put it on kind of thick, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it drip this way another second. And then I'm going to take it this way. And I'll do it this way so you guys can see it a little bit. And then drip it kind of this way. I'll leave it drip for a second. Okay, I'll worry about that after. All right, so you can see now I'm turning it. Remember, this was down here. I'm turning it. I really dig this green here, so I want to bring some of that green in the rest of these whites. So I'm going to rinse this off. But before I go in for that green, I want to lift off the heavy acrylic that's left. Okay, so I just want to keep cleaning my brush off, and dry it a bit, and just run, because it's a little thick there, you know. Kind of drag it. This is fun. I can't, this is like, you know what? I'm in a terrible flare-up. I had to take my crappy needle today, and I'm out of it. I've been out of it for the week. It's been really rough. However, between your emails and your comments and doing this kind of art, which is like, look at it, it's crap, but it's fun to do. It makes me not feel so useless. Like, I'm loving doing this. And that's why I tell you guys, do it, because you know what I mean? Like, look how cool. How could you not even? How could you not even like this? So I'm going to go. I don't know why I touched that there. I just think I wanted to see what would happen because, like, I'm like a 10-year-old little child, which is okay. They say when you lose your childlike qualities, what's the point? And believe me, I'm childish. Okay. I'm the one who has an adult conversation with somebody and they say the word button in my head. I'm like, you said butt, you know? Okay, you see I'm laying this green all over, right? Just happening. And you can see as I pick up certain colors. Ooh, I really love that, but I'm going to go in there. As I pick up certain colors, it makes the green a little brown as it mixes, and that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to squirt just where I put the color. Oh, I'm running out of water. It's a good sign. Good sign. Okay. And now I'm going to bring it back on itself. Because I want that green to kind of come through. Come through, bruh. Look at the veining. All right, I need more water. Going this way. Yep, come on. I know you can't see it right now, but just give me a second. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. Now, this is very bright here. Obviously, it's the acrylic pink. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to tap this. This is just like a sponge. You can use a makeup sponge too. And I'm just going to pick up some of this water and paint. And what I'm going to do is on a piece of paper, I'm going to lay this paper down so it can pick. But look, at least we can do this and get, you know what I'm saying? But I want to pick up some of this pink here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. The excitement it's real. But I want a little bit more in here picked up. I'm just dabbing it. Hands on dabbing. I'm going to pull it out a little bit. Okay. You know what I want? I want a little blue in here. And then I'm going to show you one last thing. One last thing. I want a dark blue, so let's go in. If we're going to do blue, let's do blue, shall we? And I know it's going to mix and make purple, and I'm okay with that. I just want some sprinkles, and I also want some acrylic white on here, but I'm not going to do it until it's dry. Let's see. Where? Oh, I get so excited. I'm going to have it run that way. Just laying it. But look how cool this looks. So excited. So excited. Oh, this needs to run a little more. Come on, baby. Okay. So, gonna squirt. Gonna lift. Gonna run. Oh, yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna run it this way because I want this blue right here. You see how it's running? Run, baby, run. Run to mommy. So I tell my dog when he's outside going to the bathroom. He's coming. I'm like, run to mommy. I'm trying to get Emily to do a video with me. Whether it be art or, okay, I am so in love with this, I can't even see straight. I can't even see straight. Whether it be art related or something. I really want her to get back to doing her videos. She's been so busy and she has a lot going on, but I love her doing her videos. And a lot of you ask me, like, where is she? Is she okay? And that kind of thing. So I want her to get on camera with me. Maybe we'll do another pour. Her and I love doing the pours together. All right, can I just tell you how in love I am with this? Look at this. I am in love. I can't even think straight. Oh, I love this. Now, let me show you the difference. I wish my camera would quit freezing. I need a new camera. Okay, let's look at this. See this? This is on the regular, not Mod Podged, and this is on the Mod Podged. Can you see the difference though? This is not as smooth and blendy. Now, this is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing at all. This is a whole new discovery. So this is play with your watercolors. This is fantastic. And I'm going to play with this next. But look at this, the difference. You see the difference? Now I see the difference. Now I can't wait to do more watercolor experimenting and playing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him away to dry for a memento. And we are going to work on this for a minute because I just want to show you. Now this I am so, I'm in love with for a million different reasons. Will it reconstitute? That's the question. But what I want to do, where are my things at? Here they are. So, the water-soluble oil pastels. So now let me see. I'm going to see if I can reconstitute this at all. I'm going to just do some water there. Yeah, it will. It will. So know that because I didn't seal it, which I will seal it. I'll do another video where I seal these or seal apart, you know what I mean? So you guys can see how to do it, but look how gorgeous. What I'm going to do is take some water-soluble oil pastels. Now listen, I'm 44 minutes in. Let me know if you're still watching. If you're still watching, say, I would love a giveaway on some water-soluble oil pastels. That's what I want you to write in the comments. And if you write in the comments, if you do that and you're watching me until this point, you will get, wait a minute. Large oil pastels, water soluble. I got these as a random act of kindness in a big package, and they told me that I could give these away or anything in the package I already have. And since I already have these, I figured I would give them away. These have water soluble binders and give amazing watercolor effects. And it's essentially the same thing that I have, and you get all these. You get all these. So this is exciting. So that's what you get for watching me all this time. Write down, I would love a giveaway. It has to say this. I would love a giveaway of oil pastels, water soluble oil pastels. Okay. And I'm just going to go back with my crappy little package here because that has so many more in it. But I want you guys, I want somebody to win them, you know? So that makes me excited. So that works out really good. So I'm just going to go in and we're just going to play for a minute. I love. But let's do over here where it's a little more. And remember, this has the Mod Podge. So I'm just going in. I want to add some color. Now, if you don't have water soluble, you definitely can use your oil pastels. I have those as well. And if you want to see me use my oil pastels with this, not the water soluble ones, let me know down below. You know, you can leave me 20 comments. I don't care. I read them all and they don't bother me. I get a kick out of them. Sometimes you guys write such funny things. And I love when you guys ask questions or you have requests. I love it. So, but look how that goes in there and just blends seamlessly. And that's with my finger. Now, if I want to go in with a little bit of water, it will activate it and you'll get a different look. So these are definitely, you know, you get two uses for them. But you can see, I'm just using my finger. It just lightens it and makes it like a watercolor, but it's the oil. Oh, you can just blend. I'm getting ready to say, child, you can just blend. So I say to Emily, okay. And you just get delicious, delicious color. Maybe if I used it, I mean, I've shown these a million times, and these are the other. Let me do some of these colors here. Let's do, and you can wet your paintbrush, and you can go in, just like Neo Colors, and look, and you're painting. So you can just play in so many ways. Look at this. My finger's a little wet, not real wet, just a little bit on here. And it's like blending and smearing it. And it has the water, so you get kind of like a water look blending into the oil pastel. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. So this is fun just to go add different techniques and colors, and you're doing your mixed media. You know, like down here's some blue. So maybe I want more blue up in here. Maybe there's not enough blue here for me. So I can just go in with this light blue. And the warmth of my finger will melt that. And that does that with all your stuff, your gelatos, your Neo Colors, all of it. But you see how, and it's picking up the texture of the Mod Podge underneath, which is completely fine. And like I said, now I can go in with some orange here. Go in with my paintbrush with some water, activate it, and look. And we have watercolor. So this is fantastic. So much fun. So much fun. So yeah. So why don't you guys do that if you're interested. For those of you who stuck with me the whole time, it's going to take me 6 hours to try to get these back in here. I rip them in and out all the time. I am in love with these backgrounds. They're two completely different backgrounds, as you can see. Oh my God, Kelly. Why I'm allowed to walk among the living is beyond me. Okay, sorry. You get two different kind of looks. This is, like I said, this in itself is delicious, but I mean, look, the differences are amazing. But I love that we can find, we get two different watercolor looks, two different techniques. So I'm just so in love. I am just so in love. So keep an eye out for, let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to seal these and see how we make out. Love it, love it, love it. I am, oh God, and the blue, look what it did. Now I can go back on top of this and keep working and working. I'm going to leave it dry and see. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? And then when you're using your watercolors, no matter if they're Crayola or whatever they are, leave them dry. Leave it open. Leave them dry like overnight before you seal them so they don't get moldy or that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that is it. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for watching this long video of me playing with watercolor, because that's just what I felt like doing today. Progress. Come on now. Come on now. Progress. Progress. Not perfection. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoy my videos. I appreciate it. And you know what? Share me everywhere. That makes me feel good. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye-bye.